So welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do a review on the Combat Systems Sentinel 2.0. A while ago, Combat Systems became one of the BESTA official sponsors, so we thank them for believing in our project and to acknowledge our work. They've sent the Gunfighter Belt 2.0 to the whole team, and a few months ago they sent plate carriers, the Sentinel 2.0 in multicam, to the whole team also. We already had a lot of experience with the previous version of the Sentinel that we have here, and there are some good changes regarding this new version. Of course, don't forget to check out our other sponsors, Gators Eyewear for Gucci Eye Pro, and of course Contractor House. They are the exclusive seller of Combat Systems right here in Portugal, so if you want to get their products, check them out and use our promo code BESTA10 to get 10% off their website. So what can you expect in terms of quality regarding the Sentinel 2.0? Exactly the same high standard as the previous version. Everything is made out of USA mil-spec materials, 300D, laminate cordura, laser cut moly, and of course all of the attention to detail, the stitching, everything is top-notch. Starting with the features, let's see the changes that they made regarding the first version, and I'm going to put them side by side. But of course, we're going to show all of the features and differences on the close-ups. Regarding the first change is the built-in admin pouch. As you can see, the 2.0 has here a pull tab, which is laser cut directly to the fabric, which is nice. You open it, it has a Velcro closure, and it reveals a nice, decent sized admin pouch. You can put here easily a smartphone, multi-tools, notebooks, whatever you want to put in there. You have also some bungees, and we're going to show that on the close-ups. Some bungees to keep your items retained so they don't dance around the admin pouch. On the previous version, you don't have the admin pouch, as you can see. Below, they still maintain the Velcro panel. In this case, of course, multicam, the Velcro is in multicam, which is a nice detail. The panel is a little bit bigger than the previous version. Here you still have some laser cuts. Here the Velcro goes all the way to the top, which is nice to put your patches, IDs. In my case here, this is the Sentinel 2.0 Inquiry Brown, my personal setup. I have a Juggernaut case, so it fits well on the panel. On the sides, they have added some Velcro loops, to help with managing wires, hydration tubes. I put on those loops my PTT, and it works well. So it is a nice feature, once again, non-existent on the previous version. And below, you have another loop of cordura, once again, to help you manage those cables, but we're going to show you that on the close-ups. The next change that you're going to see is the fact the Sentinel no longer comes with the quick release buckles. You now have G-hooks, and G-hooks are nice because they are a lot more low profile, they save a lot of space. On the previous version, we had a lot of trouble mounting PTTs, putting our phone cases, so this is a good change in our opinion. G-hooks are also becoming the standard nowadays, so it is a nice change. Although, if you want, you can add buckles. As you can see, I did on my Sentinel 2.0 to put my chest rig. So you still have that option. Just buy the quick release buckles and you're good to go. But G-hooks are a lot more low profile. In this case, less is more. The flap also had some changes. As you can see, and I have the Query Brown flap here. As you can see, the flap has some loops on each side, and this is to add buckles and straps, so you can use this as a mini rig to use on the range or on the field. So it is a two-in-one system, which is nice. If you get the buckles and the straps, it is a nice option. Moving to the quick release buckles, as you can see here, these are the rock buckles. Very easy to use. If you don't know, just, you know, they open quite fast and easy. This is ideal for, you know, guys that are in, you know, real military law enforcement world. If they need to take out their plate carrier in an emergency, you can quickly do it. And the biggest change is the fact now that the buckles are attached to the plate carrier by the use of Velcro. As you can see, now the buckles are attached using these flaps, which is nice because on the previous version, the buckles are sewn directly to the front of the bag. So what happens is the fact that you can now, in this version, you could not put pouches on the inside. In this version you can. So if you want to put those inside pouches, you know, radio pouches or magazines or whatever you want to put, you can. As you can see, I have in my Sentinel 2.0 the radio pouch on the inside of the cummerbund because of the new Velcro system. So it is a great change. Then moving on to the side cummerbunds, it is a little bit bigger than this one. Okay, it has one more row of MOLLE. It doesn't have these tabs over here. It's more clean, and this is good to know. Once again, if you're doing real work to put side plates or side armor, whatever you want to put in there, you can. I know that this is not the preferred cummerbund by some guys. Some players do enjoy to have a more low profile setup, but I think Combat Systems was working on a skeletal cummerbund which had, you know, 2 rows of MOLLE made out of Tegris. It seemed like a good system. They haven't released it yet, but I'm going to try to find some images regarding those cummerbunds, and I think that would be a good option for the Sentinel. Also, if you're not a fan of these big cummerbunds. The back also had some changes. So you now have a carrying handle, which on the previous version is not existent. They added a Velcro panel, which once again didn't have the previous version, to put patches, IDs. And one of the best changes is the fact that they have changed the adjustments system on the back of the Sentinel. So the adjustment is now made via some bungees. They have some laser cut holes cut in there, several rows of that laser cut, and then you just adjust to your heart's content. And this gives you a lot more sizing options than on the previous version. The previous version had simply a Velcro system that I'm going to try to show you. So it was like this, and what happened is when you try to tighten more the cummerbund, you couldn't do it because you didn't have any Velcro, so this would just fall off. You really have to put at the edge. So I think that this change, the change that they did to on the 2.0 is a lot better system than this one. On the insides, they still maintained, sorry, just going to turn this over, yeah. On the inside, they still maintain the 3D or the foam mesh on the front and on the back of the plate carrier. On the previous version, this was full of foam mesh, all of the plates. Now they just have 2 rows and then a gap in the middle for airflow. We didn't notice in terms of comfort any difference, but in terms of, you know, being cooler or more fresh, it is better. So it is a nice addition or a nice upgrade on this version. The side cummerbund on the inside does not have any 3D foam or foam mesh. The previous version did. but you know, we didn't feel any difference. So in this case, once again, less is more. Of course, the shoulder pads still maintain the same foam mesh also for that added comfort. So one of the biggest changes, and I saved this for last, is the fact that the Sentinel 2.0 feels a lot lighter. And as you know, we have a lot of experience with the first version. We have around, you know, between 2.0 and the previous version, we have around 20 Sentinels on the team. So we do have a lot of time with them, but we felt like this version was a lot lighter. And we didn't know why, but then we noticed that they redesigned the shoulder straps. So as you can see on the first version, the straps are attached directly to the top of the plate bag, right here. But on this version, the straps go all the way to the center, or almost to the center of the plate bag. And you can see this by opening the admin pouch. You can see that they are attached via G-hook right here. I'm going to try to take it out. Okay, this is the system. And this makes the plate carrier a lot more comfortable because the weight is distributed through the front of the plate bag, instead of, you know, you feeling that pressure directly on your shoulders. It's now a little bit more distributed to the front. So this makes a lot, or feels like a lot lighter than the previous version, which is a great upgrade. You can have the same amount of gear, the same weight, but feel a lot more comfortable. And that was one of the biggest changes that we noticed. So congratulations on Combat Systems for making this system. It is great. Of course, you still have the same quick release system on the shoulder straps. And now they also have redesigned the shoulder pads. Instead of having these loops, you just have laser cuts. And also they reduced a little bit the foam, and it also seems that the foam mesh on the Sentinel 2.0 has a lot more quality than the previous version. You know, and that's really about it in terms of features. In terms of downsides regarding this plate carrier, we couldn't find any, unless, of course, besides the big cummerbund, which for me it's not a problem, but you know, for some guys might be, because we didn't do any videos on this version, because if we did, we had pointed out all of the things that they have improved on the 2.0. So it is great that they listen to the feedback of their users, and that is great on a company, because the previous version did have some flaws, but now, you know, they improved all of those things that annoyed us, like the you know, the cummerbund, the way that the cummerbunds are attached, the G hooks, carrying handle, the adjustment system. So I can't find really any downsides with the plate carrier. It is almost perfect, you know, because nothing is perfect, but it is almost perfect unless you don't like the way it is designed. But we are very, very happy with the reliability and the quality of this product. So we hope that Combat Systems keeps up this good work. And that's about it. The only thing that we have to point out is the fact that Combat Systems has a lot of demand, and as you know, there is a lot of shortage of materials. So finding their products in stock will not be easy, but you know, just stay tuned or keep an eye out for Contractor House to our social media, because we usually tell our viewers when their stuff comes into stock. But you know, that's the only thing that we have to point out, is the high demand and low supply. Hope in the future they can improve on producing more items. And that's about it. In terms of price, you are looking at least at Contractor House, you are looking at a €240 plate carrier, which in terms of price quality ratio, it is a fair price. So we think that is a good value for this product. Of course, if you use our code BESTA10, you can get 10% off, which is a help for you. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, any things you want to say, just put on the comment section below. Don't forget to check out Combat Systems, Gators Eyewear for Gucci Eye Pro, and of course Contractor House if you want to get their products. And of course check out our social media, other videos on our channel, and stay tuned for more. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.